Adrin, good morning. Set the scene for us very quickly.
Well, members and supporters of the EFF making the way here to the Peter Mokaba Stadium. It's the final rally for the EFF ahead of the August 3rd elections. And remember that this is the first test for the EFF at the local polls, and the chances are, and many people are actually considering and weighing its options heading into these elections, whether the EFF will be getting any municipalities going into these elections. And yesterday we had the EFF's commander-in-chief who held a dinner of business people around this area, and he was speaking about the EFF's ambitions heading into these elections, and basically saying that the EFF is not in this elections to win any municipality, but August 3rd elections will be really for the EFF to test how many members it has and how its support has increased over the years, considering that back in 2014, if you at the campaign of the EFF back in 2014, they had just a couple of months before the 2014 elections, and this time around they had more time to woo voters and woo the electorate and increase its support ahead of the August 3rd elections. And that test will come on August the 3rd, and we'll literally have to wait and see whether the EFF has been able to woo voters. And the Peter Mokaba Stadium yesterday, speaking to Julius Malema, saying that they'll ensure that this stadium is full to capacity. And you look back at the launch of the EFF's manifesto in Orlando, where it increased the number of supporters as well. Remember that the Orlando Stadium was filled to capacity. And right now I'm joined by members, and they are supporters, of course, of the EFF, and not only supporters, but they are members, supporters, and also artists of the EFF. They call themselves the Red Berets of the Red Berets of the EFF. Remember that the Red Berets is quite synonymous with the EFF. Guys, let's first speak about your album, first of all, and why you guys have decided to come out here and support the EFF.
Yeah, we just support the EFF because the EFF is the only part that we trust. Is our last hope. And from the first album, when we joined EFF, we said to the EFF that this EFF is talking about us. This EFF represents us. The 7 cardinal pillars also represent us. So that's why we joined EFF. We didn't join EFF because of somebody. We joined the EFF because of the pillars of the EFF. We joined the EFF because of the policies of EFF. We didn't just join it. And we encourage more people to come and join the EFF. We still encourage them, come and join EFF.
Let's first speak about, before we get to the 7 cardinals pillars of the EFF, let's speak about you coming here as artists of the EFF. One thing that we've noticed at the events of EFF, that you don't really have popular artists that come out at EFF events and perform at EFF events, and you guys are amongst those. Do you think that the EFF represent artists as well?
Yeah, it's presenting all artists, local artists, national artists, all of them. EFF is for the people.
And on the seven cardinals, let's speak about land, for instance. The EFF is saying let's expropriate land without compensation. Is that something that you support, considering what the Constitution says as well?
Yes. The Constitution said that. The Constitution. Remember, in the last 1994, there was a Freedom Charter talking about the land. But after they won, they win. After they win, then they just
they speak about land. After they win the election, after 94, they didn't speak about the land.
After.
And let's speak about the Freedom Charter, for instance. Some people are arguing that the EFF seems to be a replica of the ANC. Is that something that you agree with?
No.
The argument is that the EFF is a carbon paper of the ANC. Today, for instance, you have the EFF that has a rally that's taking place right now, while the ANC is also having its Siyangoba rally.
Yeah, but now we're not talking about ANC, we're talking about EFF. The EFF is going to take everything, but even also when you can check it now, the supporters, it's not only the youth, it's also the older people. When you can check it there, there's more supporters now. I think the stadium is going to be full. It's already full even also outside.
Okay, well, perfect. There we have it, supporters and members of the EFF, and really, if you look at the 7 cardinal pillars of the EFF and the issue around land, and just what you emphasized earlier on is around the support base of the EFF, which has increased. If you look, for instance, at the rallies, and something that we observed yesterday as well, and throughout the rallies of the EFF, is that you have the elderly people coming through to the rallies of the EFF, and today seems to be no different as well. Earlier on, we saw older people also coming through to these rallies, and today will be no different. It's back to you guys in studio.
That's our SABC reporter Adrin Sampear covering the EFF's last national rally in the Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane ahead of the August 3rd, of course, metro local elections. We'll cover that for you.